nothing. And we're going to take a little break from soccer. And joining me right now to talk about Big West is the commissioner, a great leader, a guy I like to call my friend, Dan Butterly. And Dan, I have to tell you, last week we were out at cross country in Riverside. What a great championship that was. Here we are today up at Cal Poly for another great championship. You're busy, and things are busy, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the great thing about the Big West. I mean, again, if you're a student athlete, a recruit, why would you not choose to come to a Big West institution? Look at the weather we're playing here in women's soccer, cross country last week. I mean, just ideal conditions in the Big West. And we're so diverse in our sports offerings. It's great to be here. Last week at cross country men's and women's, this week at women's soccer, next week at men's soccer. 2023 will be then going to men's water polo when we add men's water polo to the conference. So we're going to have a fun fall.
It's been a fun fall. We are going to continue to have a fun fall. And don't forget, Hoops is right around the corner, and we know what Hoops does for a season, getting everybody involved. Tell us and our audience about some of the great initiatives that are happening that you're working on a daily basis.
Well, literally, we're dealing every day right now with the NCAA transformation process and just trying to figure out what the future of Division I membership is going to look like. So we're keeping our institutions informed as best we can, but we are completely focused on the experience our student athletes have in the Big West, how we can raise our championship profile. When they come to a championship, are they having a great time? Are the gifts that we're providing ideal? Are the competitive environments competitive for both teams, equal for both teams? So we are really focused on improving the student-athlete experience in the Big West, not only in men's and women's soccer, cross country, but obviously moving the basketball championships last year to Henderson at the new Dollar Loan Center. That's going to be a championship that's going to be important for us again in March, and doing a lot of work behind the scenes on that as well.
Great facility, a lot of fun to be there with you last year. We are looking forward to being back in Henderson, Nevada. One thing that stands out to me as we continue to go around to these championships and learn more about these student athletes and where they've been and what they've done, they are playing at another level, and these coaches are challenging them to do that. We talked about in the first half, these two teams behind us in Long Beach State and UCI, playing teams in the Pac-12 Power 5 conferences. Those teams are seeking to play teams in the Big West. That's major respect.
Absolutely, and that's one of the challenges we face for every sport is trying to get teams in what's considered the Power 5 leagues or the stronger leagues to play teams in the Big West, because we feel that we can play and compete against them on a day in and day out basis in any sport in the Big West. It's just whether they'll say yes to playing us and competing against us.
Yeah, well, we know that you've certainly been busy and doing such a wonderful job, and I know you're going to finish your time out here, and then we've got men's soccer and talk about how exciting that's going to be. We know there was a great match last night.
Oh, we had some great ones last night, and it'll be UC Santa Barbara playing at UC Riverside. Riverside, a little bit of an upset this season, getting that number 1 seed and being able to host the championship game. So we're excited to get over to UC Riverside next Saturday night, 7 o'clock on ESPN+. Showcase that again as we, for the second year in a row in our history, broadcasting every championship in the Big West. So again, we're excited to tell the stories and the tales of our student athletes and our coaches.
No rest for the weary, Dan.
Absolutely
I hope you throw some snoozes in there sometime between all these championships. It's been great having you join us. Love seeing you last week and love seeing you here today. Thanks so much, Tammy, for all your great work.
And as we say in our league, only the bold, and that's exactly what we want to espouse in this league.
Only the bold. That is what it is all about. And we thank you so much for joining us, Dan. And we're going to come back with Big West Women's Championship Soccer. We're going to bring you the stats right after this.